Look at the ocean. It seems like just water, right? A blue and infinite surface covering 70% of our planet. But that's an illusion. The ocean is not a surface, it is a volume, a three-dimensional world of darkness and pressure that we are just beginning to understand. And there is a place where this world touches hell. Located in the western Pacific, east of the Philippines, the Mariana Trench is a scar in the Earth's crust that extends 2,500 kilometers. It is the deepest place on Earth. To help you understand the scale, if we were to take Mount Everest from the Himalayas and throw it into this trench, the top of the mountain would still be 2 kilometers below the surface of the water. A commercial airplane flies at 11 kilometers in height. The Mariana Trench descends to 11 kilometers in depth. The hole is so deep that it would swallow our entire world without leaving a trace. Today, we are going to make this journey. We are descending to where the sunlight dies. Get ready. This is the last time you will see the sun. We are in the epipelagic zone, the surface. Here the pressure is 1 atmosphere. Sharks, whales, and ships live here. It is the ocean of postcards. But as we descend, the light begins to fail. At 200 meters, we enter the twilight zone. Red is the first color to disappear. If you were to cut yourself here, your blood would look black. The temperature is dropping rapidly. There are no more plants, as photosynthesis is impossible. Life here is playing a different game. Bioluminescence reigns. 90% of the animals here produce their own light. They are glowing to communicate, to camouflage, or to hunt. Giant eyes try to capture any lost photon. The giant squid patrols these waters, engaging in deadly battles with sperm whales that dive deep to hunt them. Sound travels 4 times faster in water. The deep ocean is noisy, filled with pops and clicks from biological sonars tracking prey in the darkness. 1,000 meters, midnight zone. The sunlight has completely disappeared. We are entering absolute and eternal darkness. Here lives the nightmare. The black devilfish. It does not chase food, it is waiting. He uses a luminous bait in front of his mouth. In total darkness, smaller fish see the light and approach, thinking it's food. When they realize the mistake, it's too late. Food is scarce. Animals like the pelican eel have developed mouths that open like parachutes, allowing them to swallow prey larger than their own body. The rule is to eat anything that appears. The hell vampire floats in the dark. It is not a squid, it is a living fossil. Its dark red body makes it invisible. It survives in the minimum oxygen zone, where almost nothing else can breathe. 4,000 meters, abyssal zone, the abyss. The temperature is near freezing. Most of the global ocean floor is at this depth. It's snowing, but it's not ice, it's marine snow. Pieces of dead fish, excrement, and organic matter that are slowly falling from the surface. It's the food for the scavengers at the bottom. The pressure is now overwhelming. It would be like having an elephant stepping on every inch of your body. But life finds a way. The Dumbo octopus, with its cute ears, swims peacefully. It has no bones to break. It has no air to be compressed. It is made of water and gelatin. 6,000 meters. We are entering the Hadal zone. The name comes from Hades, the king of the Greek underworld. Only the deepest trenches reach here. Meet the snailfish of the Marianas, the deepest vertebrate ever found. It is translucent, and you can see its liver through its skin. If we brought this fish to the surface, it would melt. Its structure depends on extreme pressure to maintain its shape. We die down there. It dies up here. Giant 10-centimeter amoebas crawl in the mud. Abyssal gigantism is a mystery that science is still trying to explain. But it's not all cold. There are oases of hellish heat. Volcanic chimneys are expelling water at 400 degrees, rich in toxic minerals. Around them, life explodes, giant tube worms and blind crabs. They do not depend on the sun. They are living off chemosynthesis, eating sulfur. It is an alien ecosystem on Earth. Finally, we have reached the bottom of the bottom, the Challenger Deep, 10,994 meters. The pressure here is 1,100 atmospheres. Imagine a regular car balanced on the tip of your thumb. That's what the water is doing against the hull of our submarine right now. In this depth, the water does not forgive. A microscopic failure in the hull results in instant implosion. There is no drowning. the human body would be vaporized in milliseconds, even before the brain processes the pain. Few humans have been here. In 1960, Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard descended in the bathyscaphe Trieste. They heard the glass cracking, but continued to descend. In 2012, James Cameron descended alone. He described the bottom as a lunar desert, a place of absolute solitude. But in 2019, explorer Victor Vescovo descended to break the record and found something terrifying. It wasn't a monster, it was a plastic bag. At 11 kilometers deep, in the most remote place on the planet, our trash was waiting for us. Amphipods captured down there had microplastics in their stomachs. Candy wrappers, beer cans, we managed to pollute the abyss before even mapping it completely, and now a new threat is emerging. Deep-sea mining. Companies want to dredge this seabed in search of rare metals for batteries. This can raise clouds of toxic sediments, suffocating creatures that have lived here unchanged for millions of years. We may be destroying the cure for cancer before discovering it. The ocean still holds secrets. In 1997, microphones picked up a sound called the bloop, an ultra-low organic noise that traveled 5,000 kilometers. Science says it was a giant iceberg cracking, but in the darkness of the abyss, human imagination always asks, what if it's something more? Glass sponge forests that live 10,000 years, black corals. Time here runs differently. We know more about the craters on Mars than about our own ocean floor. We have mapped 100% of Mars, but only 20% of the ocean. Being down here is a lesson in humility. You are an intruder in a titanium bubble, surrounded by forces that can crush you in the blink of an eye. We descended 11 kilometers. We saw the light die, monsters shine, and our own mark of destruction at the end of the world. There are things down there that prefer the darkness. And maybe, just maybe, we should leave them alone. If the abyss looked back at you and you felt a chill, follow us.